The Adelaide to Melbourne road trip is definitely one of the most scenic road trips in Australia. Between two of Australia's buzzing cities, you will drive just over 1,000 kilometres along South Australia's breathtaking coastline before reaching Victoria. You may witness secluded beaches, cliffs and breathtaking views as you travel along the Princes Highway. Follow us as we take you through some of our favourite things to do on the way there and back. The first stop of the road trip is the drive from Adelaide to ROBE. Driving through the Adelaide Hills would take you from Adelaide to the peaceful beach town of ROBE, which is located along the stunning limestone coast. This would take around 4 hours. We were delighted to discover this location while travelling to ROBE because it is such a well-kept secret and off the beaten track. It is close to the fascinating and historic ROBE Township, which is also definitely worth seeing. It is on a lovely beach with gentle waves and it is in a great location. I haven't come across a single plastic bottle on any of the ROBE beaches I have been to, and this beach was no different. I had heard that the Caledonian Inn was really good, and it was not wrong. We were quite pleased with our mullet and lobster. Now it's time to pack our bags because we are driving from ROBE to Melbourne. It approximately takes 536 kilometres to drive directly from ROBE to Melbourne, which should take 6 hours and 32 minutes in ordinary traffic. It is important to double check the weather and the conditions of the road before leaving, and the majority of the roads are large, well-maintained highways, making them safe and easy for travel. And now we have arrived in Melbourne. We were lucky enough to be staying in walking distance to STKILDA Beach, which is a wonderful place to spend time with friends and family. There is a sizable grassy area next to the shore that is great for a picnic as well as activities. The boardwalk that separates the greens from the ocean is a great length for wandering. And how cute is our Airbnb? Whether you live there or are simply visiting for pleasure or business, Melbourne is a lovely city. Melbourne seems best at night because the dazzling lights soften the city's most angular features. My partner and I went on the 2.5-hour wine tasting at CHUM Creek. The staff and the wine were both excellent, and Bob, my horse, was very calm and easy to ride. And after a year away from the saddle, I felt right at home. I can't even begin to describe how much enjoyment my partner and I had here. It was peaceful, nourishing and calming. We highly recommend it for anyone visiting Melbourne. If you're a fan of street art, you've come to the right spot. Street art adorns Melbourne's neighbourhoods and streets and is well known for its vibrant displays. Okay, my gosh, I wish Adelaide had a restaurant like this. My partner and I were interested in visiting this restaurant after seeing it online and wanted to try the eggplant dish. The attentive wait staff and the fantastic modern Chinese food makes it without a doubt one of Melbourne's best restaurants. Melbourne's bakeries will satisfy all of your needs, whether they are for perfect sourdough or an irresistibly flaky croissant. Next up is the drive along the Great Ocean Road. The Great Ocean Road is a spectacular self-drive route that starts at the seaside town of Torquay and concludes at the fishing town of Port Fairy. It is one of Victoria's most breathtaking drives. You must take a trip along the Great Ocean Road when leaving Melbourne. There are so many places to stop along the way, with the 12 Apostles and the Bay of Islands among the highlights of the trip. Both are stunning even on windy days. No amount of photographs could do justice to the serene natural surroundings we observed. On the way back home, we stayed at the southwest coast of Victoria in the city of Warrnambool, which is located on the Princess Highway and marks the end of Hopkins Highway and the Great Ocean Road. So pleasant to unwind while taking in the scenery from the warmth of the hot spring pools. The staff at the facility was so kind and helpful, and the surroundings were generally really well kept. After your body adjusted, the water was wonderful, although initially it is a little bit hot. Although it's forbidden to access, the island is stunning to look at, especially after seeing the movie Oddball. The local foxes decimated the fairy penguin colony on this island, but since Marama dogs were brought in to protect the island, the population has been steadily growing. From a lovely walkway that skirts the low cliffs, you can overlook Mary Island, the coastlines and the rock pools. Next is the drive back to Adelaide. The 616 kilometre direct drive from Warrnambool to Adelaide should take around 7 hours and 26 minutes with little traffic. So that's all for our trip. All the best with any of your future travels.